Alright, let's see what's on the animated movie agenda this week. Oh, so nothing. Well, alright, pack it up. Let's just wait until the. Oh no, absolutely not. I am not reviewing Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie. Of all movies to review that, that's just a low. The only way I'd be able to review that if I was some really young child. Or, for the heck of it, if I was a dog. What? Why am I in a dog's body? Wait, why am I in my dog's body? Benji, what did you do? Well, whatever he did, it looks like the only way I'm gonna find out is if I review Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie. Alright, buckle in, folks. Let me tell you of this movie and what I thought of it, so I can just get out of this body already. Now, this movie was on the radar simply because I knew eventually I was gonna have to review it. September was pretty bland for animation, and surprisingly, there was a small audience for the movie that wanted me to review it. And you know what? As embarrassing as it was to really go up to a theater and say, 1 ticket for Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie, that was so painful. Just being a grown dude already. No, I'm definitely not grown already. But just being a teenager walking in and saying, I know I couldn't drag my friends out to go see this. They already would say no. I didn't even bother asking. So I was there with lots and lots of little children and watched the movie. And you know what? Was it as painful as what I thought it was? No, but it's still a Paw Patrol movie, and that's fine enough. Well, let's get into the movie itself. Number one, the first movie, I didn't watch in theaters for obvious reasons. I mean, it was already on Paramount Plus, so I gave it a watch. And the movie itself, it was fine. It was a Paw Patrol movie. I mean, the animation definitely looks way better than the original show's animation. And number two, they really did give a spotlight onto Chase for him being terrified and, giving him that infamous cartoon panic attack. But the movie itself was fine. It really didn't change much, but apparently it was such a success to Nickelodeon, they immediately got started on a sequel. I didn't see that for SpongeBob, huh? So I see who's Nickelodeon's favorite child now. Alright, I see it, Nickelodeon. But anyways, the movie 2 years later releases, and that was very quick. That was not expecting that movie to come out as fast as it did. And what is this movie about? Well, when a mysterious meteor crash lands into Adventure City, the Paw Patrol uncovers it and brings it to their... what is it? They got so many bases. How do they pay for this? That's my one question. But number two, they bring it to their base, and surprise, surprise, all the dogs get superpowers. And that's the whole main plot of the movie. And, well, the driving plot. Next, you got this villain that's just okay. She wants the powers for herself. And she's just alright. She's some mad scientist that uses this big magnet that brings the meteor to Adventure City. So she's technically responsible for all of this going on. And then, one thing I didn't expect about this movie, I honestly don't think you guys care about Paw Patrol spoilers, but warning, that Sky had a pretty focal point in the movie. This wasn't shown in the trailers at all, and it was quite a surprise for me. One thing I didn't actually oh, I'm predicting this is gonna happen, blah blah blah. That was one thing I didn't expect. And we go into her backstory a little bit. And the basic focal point is how she feels quite small compared to everyone, because she is the smallest pup out of the group, and she feels like she can't really do much. And when she has the ability to have superpowers, she feels that that's her loophole of getting out of all of this. and she just sees it as like coping against that. And alright, fine, good job, Nickelodeon. You did something right with the story that, I actually enjoyed. And that backstory segment, obviously it didn't make me cry, but that was pretty good. That was pretty good. A lot of people in my theater were like, whoa, we're going there, I guess. So, first movie, we kind of focused on Chase, and this movie, we kind of focus on Sky. So, regarding the pups getting their powers, it's kind of expected for what their powers are going to be. Chase has super speed. All the other pups have just powers related to what they are. Fire dog, water, flying, and then Liberty, one of the pups of the group, doesn't get her powers till the very end of the movie, which is pretty funny. And there was these three characters that when I saw in the trailers, I thought they were going to be so annoying. And I thought they were cats in the trailer too, but apparently they are just very, very fluffy dogs. I honestly forgot the names of all three of them, but they're supposed to be these junior pups in the Paw Patrol. They're not as annoying as I thought they would be. They were just a part of the plot, And there were some plot points that just felt weird, Okay, number one, you'd think they'd give Ryder superpowers all throughout this movie, because obviously it's possible for humans to gain the superhuman abilities. So Ryder just chooses not to take a crystal? It's just like, I feel like that would be a pretty interesting plot point, because most of the time Ryder just sits there and does really nothing. Doesn't really contribute much to the story at all. I mean, I know it's the Paw Patrol, but still, you could contribute at least something, But little minor nitpicks. Obviously, Humdinger returns. He's just Humdinger. I really don't got no complaints about him. One thing I was not expecting was certain soundtrack choices, especially with Humdinger's scene. They actually decided to play I Don't Care. I have not heard that song in ages, so it was definitely like a wake up to like, oh, okay, we're playing this now. And another thing, one thing that these movies tend to do, and this is the second time it happens, is slam and cram so many celebrities into the movies that only have like 2 seconds of screen time. Like Chris Rock was on the list, and I kid you not, he was only on screen for like 3 seconds, and then you never hear from him ever again. Kristen Bell's also in the movie. She has a little more than 3 seconds, but really shows up in the beginning, and you also never see her again. And it just kept going with a lot of celebrities. They even pointed out, which was a funny joke, on overpaid celebrities, but it has its moments. Not a lot of the jokes land. It's for a younger audience. And honestly, that's really how I would really just, justify the movie as. It'll really do well for its younger audience. If you're a Paw Patrol fan, you will definitely love this movie just as much as the first one. And just in my personal opinion, standing from just a general enjoyer of animation and just watching these two movies, I'd say I like this one a little more. Sky's focal point on the story, I think I like a little more than Chase's, and the whole climax of her deciding to take all the crystals and fight on this giant asteroid at the end. Alright, that was pretty cool. Alright, I won't hold you, that was a pretty cool scene. But altogether, I think it was a fine movie. It's like a 6, 7 out of 10 for me. I know for other people, it's really high. It's definitely better than the first Paw Patrol movie. So, if you are a Paw Patrol fan, definitely give this a watch. If you got young kids, they'll love this movie. And if you're just an avid watcher and just want something to pass the time, or you're just feeling like they're getting a little fun out of some movie, you can go check out Paw Patrol the Mighty Movie. I think I'm good. Alright, Benji, I'm done. Switch me back. That feels so much better. Now, Benji, you got what you wanted, and I reviewed the movie. So, well, thank you. Maybe the movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate, once again, for 20,000 subscribers. That's just insane, man. But I think with this, we close a chapter. because I do not think I will ever have to talk about another Paw Patrol movie ever again.